Hi everyone, my name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
From the Studio Labs.
Ah, yes.
Now, I think it's fairly safe to say that my buddy and pal and colleague, Mr. Paul Drew, has a favourite type of guitar.
Definitely.
What is it?
It's I was going to say something funny, but
No,
it's not. No, it's a Telecaster, to be honest.
And you've got several.
I've got a bit of a penchant, should we say? A penchant.
And I've got a couple as well, and I thought there's an angle here, there's a video here for comparing, quite frankly, a rather lovely custom shop with an what I believe, equally lovely 60th anniversary American.
Very nice.
And my recently acquired Japanese Telecaster Thinline.
So basically, this video is comparing a custom shop against an American versus a
Japanese.
Versus Japanese one.
Now, it's not a direct comparison, because obviously, as you can tell, this one's got a hole in it.
It's, yes, that, and it's also got humbuckers. It's got wide range humbuckers, which were I think Seth Lover invented the wide range humbucker.
But actually, so having just played the three back to back, it is really noticeable how much difference there is. And I think, as we've noticed with the other kind of custom shop-esque guitars versus the stock standards, the US standards, whatever, the more expensive ones tend to be, and this is a very, very broad church answer, brighter.
They do, yeah.
This one, although still very Telecaster sounding, and the whole point I went into, this was in Guitar Centre in Anaheim at the NAMM show a couple of, 10 years ago now probably. And I went in and said, I want a Telecaster. And he said, we've got several. Which one would you like? I said, I want the most Telecaster you've got. Okay,
so probably the reason why he chose that for you is because it's got the, if you can show this to the camera, it's got the standard sort of brass, the 1950s sort of brass saddles.
Yeah.
Which are...
Of which there are only 3 across 6 strings, so they're paired up.
Are they compensated? No, they're not. They're not compensated, are they? No. Well, this one here has the more sort of... I mean, I don't know if this actually came out in the 80s. In the 70s, but this has got like the more 80s style sort of 6 individual saddles.
Yeah.
If you hold that for a second.
I will, yes.
My Esquire, it's not actually a Telecaster, it's an Esquire. So this one was actually routed out for a neck pickup.
So you put it in?
I put a neck pickup in. And it sounds... To me, this is the greatest sounding Telecaster that I've ever played.
So if it's the greatest sounding, why do you also have Pinky over there?
Well, Pinky, shall I go and get Pinky?
Get Pinky.
Right, I tell you what, if you want to feel weight. So Pinky, okay, so this is a 1959. This is a 52. Feel the weight of that.
It hasn't got any weight. It's incredibly light. So is it chambered?
No, not at all. So what happens with the custom shop is that they get the choice of all the woods. Okay, so they can pick out the lightest woods, and that tends to be what they would pick for the custom shop guitars. They pick out the more resonant, lighter woods. So
lighter equals more resonant, as a very sweeping statement.
It's arguable, and so there's lots of people that would say that tone wood. There's no such thing as tone wood. Absolute. I'm going to use a very English word, hogwash, because it definitely does.
Right. Like
2 Telecasters, I could take the pickups off of this one and put it in that one, and it would sound different.
Right.
It would sound different. Wood is definitely very, very, very important.
But 2 pieces of timber, of course, are going to make 2 different sounding guitars. But I think what's interesting is obviously that's a custom shop. If you were to buy one of those new, it's about $3,500,
something like that.
UK pounds.
Yep.
And one of the, I suppose that's
probably a bit. That's a bit more that one because it's heavy. Yeah.
Okay. Heavily relicked.
Yes.
I'll put that there.
Yeah, see that one there.
This one, say 10 years ago, it's the 60th anniversary. You can tell that because it's got the rather lovely F neck plate thing.
Oh yes.
Yes. This was $1,000.
Nice.
But back then, it was $2 the pound.
Nice.
So this was actually a £500 guitar, and no one sold customs, but I brought it in on my back, and nobody asked to show anything. Moving on. So that's a £500 to me guitar.
Okay.
This one was, a recent auction win, auction buy, and was £600 plus tax.
Should we hear them?
Yes, play that one. I have recently fallen for that guitar. There's something about the neck that's a bit chunkier.
Yeah.
I'm sure people who are in the know about these sort of things
will say, oh, that's got a 57 neck, whereas that one's got a 59 neck.
Something like that. I don't know. All I know is that one feels nice to play. So does this one, but that one feels easier.
Okay. Okay. So should we do some clean stuff?
Yep. Even though that's humbuckers, it doesn't sound humbuckery.
They sound fantastic. It sounds way better to me. It sounds more Telecaster-y, single coily than a. Is that a word? Single coily?
It is now.
It is now. Than the Celica Les Paul. It's very bright. It's great. I like that a lot. Okay, so that's mid position. Let's do. Okay, so a lot duller on the old neck. Way more like a sort of traditional humbucker. And bridge. Very single coily sounding. Very nice. I like that a lot.
So, thus far, touching wood, I'm doing all right on my auction buys.
That's a good buy. Do you know what I don't like about it?
What?
The old 3-bolt neck. I think that was a no-no. But anyway, it's great. It's a really nice guitar. I like that a lot.
That's the official 60th anniversary most Telecaster they had in guitar set.
So that's mid position, neck. And bridge. Really low output bridge.
Yeah.
Really low output. Okay. So there's yours.
Yeah.
Should we try Pinky first?
Try Pinky first. Pinky McPinkson.
Middle position.
By comparison, that's so bright.
I wouldn't say it's bright. I'd say it's just got a hell of a lot more clarity.
Yeah. Some people would call that brightness, by the way.
Neck. And bridge.
Much higher output than the white one.
Yes, yeah,
The white one.
And feel the neck on that.
Oh, yeah, that's...
See, that's got like a proper sort of no caster neck on it. It's big old chunky neck. I love.
That's quite close to the Thinline neck in girth.
It's a bit bigger, I'd say, but yeah. And now the 59 Esquire. So that was the mid, and now the bridge. Yeah,
That does sound great, doesn't it?
it's a great, yeah.
It's
a really good
clean.
sound.
It's clean again. Cleaner is the wrong word. It's more defined.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's all very well saying, "Oh, I've got a Telecaster," but you know, it's all.
Yeah. Definitely.
And actually, of the many and various different guitar comparisons we've done, yours to mine, and bear in mind that Paul is top flight session guitar player, and I'm a drummer.
I'd like to be.
And I'm a drummer. It's quite interesting to compare the custom shop ranges, like your Les Paul, your 335, and these two tellies, to my kind of more stock studio, over multiple thousands, under thousands levels of guitar. And I think it's most noticeable in these. Of all the kind of comparisons we've done, the 335s were very similar even before the pickup swap. I think the Les Pauls were really, really close, but I think if I swap the pickups, it'll be even closer. But these are very different. These are the most marked difference between the really top flight ones and the kind of the ones that are affordable.
I think that's the thing about tellies, because telly it's a couple of lumps of wood. Bolted together. There's nothing to, there's no sort of clever things going on. With a Telecaster, it is like one of the first, the first ever designed guitars. And for me, they got it right first time. You could do anything with this guitar. You could do, blues, jazz, metal, as it were. You could do anything with it. It's great. That's why I love tellies. It's just you take one guitar with you and you can do all the jobs you need.
Play some more.
Do you want to put some?
If I can reach.
Put some beans on.
There we go. So when we get back to gigging, what guitar are you going to gig on?
I just want to take all I ever need when I gig is a Telecaster.
Yep. So that would be your go-to.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Actually, no. Do you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll put it back.
Yeah. Please. I knew you were going to say that. I actually knew you were going to reach that one. With added scratches, of course.
Yes. I think I'll probably take this around because I wouldn't worry about getting this dented or smashed up.
Yeah.
Not that, if you look at my tillies, they're all smashed up anyway, but...
There's having the ones that are supposed to be smashed up. You only have to look at the back of that one to realise Mr. Drew here likes a relic. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
But that is...
accidentally smashed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these... the Reverend Gristlemaster, I think is... the pickups in this thing are just...
They're
so
those
good.
Fishman fluency
yeah.
jobs, yeah.
And the great thing about the pickup system in here, they say it's the difference between a white guard and a black guard telly, but for me it's like a boost. So with the button out, sounds like that. With the button in, it's even more. It's got some more mid-range. Yeah, it's like a mid-range boost.
Yeah.
Oh, if anyone wants to know what we're going through, we're playing through the Matchless Independence 35 over there. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Sounds great.
They're good guitars.
And not a lot of dough.
No, in comparison, no, like a third of the price of the Custom Shop, yeah. Really good, really well made guitars, really worthwhile checking out.
So basically, if you're looking for a Telecaster, don't buy a Fender.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would say that if I had, that sort of money, I would definitely look at the at Gristlemaster.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's some consumer advice, and
Nice.
we will not be being booked by Fender's marketing department for videos anytime soon.
Oh, not are we?
So it's worth mentioning at this point, of course, these guitars are all ours. We are not being paid by Fender. There's no money is changing hands. We've not been endorsed or anything like that. These are all ours.
Yep.
And this is our opinion.
Yes.
So if you like it, then give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, then ignore it.
Absolutely. So really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the bell button and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul.
I'm James.
And we'll see you next time.